Good afternoon and welcome back to Shir Soul Sound. Today we're here at the beautiful El Caribe in Brooklyn, New York, and we're going to talk about signal flow for the average Joe. If you're a beginner to live audio and you want to learn how the sound gets from your original sound source to that final mixed sound, I'm going to teach you all the basics right here in this video. Definitely check it out. So when it comes to signal flow for the average Joe, it's all about understanding how sound flows from its original source to its final mix. In this case, we're going to use the simplest source possible, your voice. As I'm singing, you hear the sound of my voice. Let's say I'm singing Happy Birthday, right? Happy birthday to you. Now, if I want to make it louder and I want to flow that signal into a microphone, I could sing into a microphone like this Beta 58 here, and I could go like this, Happy birthday, and you probably don't hear much of a difference. What's the reason for that? There's no flow from this microphone to any sound source. In order to understand signal flow properly, you first need to understand the main source, which is my voice. Then you need to find some sort of a microphone or an amplifier. In this case, I have the Shure microphone. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take a cable and then just connect that cable to the back of the microphone. Now, if I sing into it, happy birthday, you notice that you still don't hear any sound. Why? Because the signal is connected here to the microphone, but it's no longer flowing to the other end. It flows down the cable and nothing happens here. So the next thing to do is to connect the other side of this cable to a sound source. We're gonna go first to a mixer and then to a speaker. And here's our mixer. We're using our PreSonus Studio Live 32C. And you could just look on the back of the mixer here and look for any open input. Here, I see input 1 is wide open. I'm just going to take the end of my cable that was open and I'm going to plug that into input 1. Now, once I've plugged that into input 1, I'll try singing into my microphone again. Happy birthday. And of course, you still hear nothing. Why? Because the signal is now flowing from my voice to the microphone, then it's flowing down the microphone cable, and it's flowing from the microphone cable into our mixer. However, there's no speaker attached to the mixer that can hear that sound. You could see that the voice is registering on the mixer, but we hear no sound. The reason for that is because you need to have a sound source going to a speaker. I'm going to grab another cable here, and I'm going to plug this from the out of our mixer into a speaker. It's always nice when you wrap the cable nicely up your stand and then plug it in. Now that I've plugged it in, all of a sudden, as you turn the preamp up, you'll notice that you hear sound. Why do we hear sound finally? Because the signal is flowing from my voice into the microphone, down the cable, into the mixer, and then out of the mixer and into a speaker. Now we have control of this sound. For example, if we want to turn the sound completely off, we just turn the speaker down. If we want to turn the sound louder in the room, then we turn that speaker up. You must be careful because you can run into feedback if you turn the speaker up too much. But that's the basics of signal flow. Now, this same concept applies whether you're using a microphone with a voice or whether you're using a guitar or a piano or a drum. All the same concepts apply with signal flow. As long as you follow your signal from the beginning, from the original sound, through the cabling, through the mixer to a speaker, it should work just fine. If it doesn't work for any reason, reverse your path and follow the cables back to find out where you made the mistake. Usually, when there's a mistake with signal flow, it's your fault, not the fault of the speaker, not the fault of the microphone, and usually not the fault of the cable either. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Shir Soul Sound, where today we talked about signal flow for the average Joe. Hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to leave this a like and comment below. Let us know what you'd like to learn about next. Subscribe to our channel for many more videos like this one, and we'll see you next time. Take care.